Hi everyone. We are now moving into our last design of qualitative research, which is content analysis. So after we have had thematic analysis through interview and then observational study through observation, and this is the last part, which is content analysis. So it is derived from the word content and analysis. So basically, content analysis is a qualitative research design that mainly focus on the content of a message. So not only the content of the text, but also the content of the message. Like if you simply count content analysis as what happened in the text, then it is not content analysis yet. It is content understanding. So this is about the message that you have understood from a text. Okay, and then it also focuses on sound inferences concerning the attitude of the speaker or the writer. Suppose that you read news, right? You read news, and then you try to compare news about infotainment and news on political turmoil. Then there will be different way of voicing through the authors, like which one of them might be more communicative, the other one might bring certain philosophical issue through their writing. So that's the same if we as Indonesian writers is listed to be not so high in achieving IELTS writing because we have problems in cohesion and coherence of serving our idea. So that is about content analysis. This is a little bit, if I can say, knowing what is in the heart, not only what is in the head, but what is in the heart of the author, of the writer, of the speaker, of the narrator, that we try to analyze. And then how is the rule of content analysis? Yeah, it is as systematic as qualitative research method, collecting the data, analyzing, and making inferences. So basically, content analysis is about revealing the meaning, revealing the message. And sometimes it is also used to analyze text. So text here means not only written text, but it can also be pictures or photos. We name that as visual and textual discourse. Jadi konten analisis ini require us untuk nggak cuma membaca untuk memahami sesuatu, tetapi sampai harus critically reading the content. Sometimes in Indonesia, or maybe most of Indonesian researchers who conduct content analysis tend to have quantitative one, so they have the checklist and then counting the frequency by using tallies is like the observational one, without interpretation. So simply listing and then delivering the numbers, and that is not really what content analysis want. Yang dimaui content analysis again adalah reveal the meaning. Okay, so types of datanya apa aja? In content analysis you may have the textual one, essays, journal articles, books, chapters in books. Ini kalau anak sastra Inggris, penelitiannya memang seperti ini. So reading novels and then analyzing, evaluating, assessing the characters, the story plot, the philosophical background underlying the story, gitu. And then discussion, bisa juga dialog, menganalisis percakapan yang ada di talk show, menganalisis bullets atau cuplikan komik yang ada di textbook juga bisa. And then newspaper articles for sure, ini kalau nggak anak sastra Inggris ya anak ilkom biasanya. Or stories, teacher stories juga bisa. Kemudian speeches, conversation, and advertisement. So those that contain discourse maka bisa dipakai menjadi bahan data untuk content analysis. Rail of thought, we have masih sama kayak sebelum-sebelumnya, identify the topic, tentukan fenomenanya, and then you try to establish the constructnya apa aja, make sure that the construct should be very powerful, and then in test the categories ini kalau quantitative approach ya, kalau quali you do not need to test, and then you collect the data and analyze the data. Rail of thought-nya masih sama. So let me give you the sample of research. This one is textbook analysis. Okay, this is I might say the most reliable content analysis because it reveals the meaning and it does not use quantitative data, and it is published in a Q1 journal. So this is about the portrayal of women in nationally endorsed English as a foreign language textbook of senior high school students. Ini buku yang direkomendasikan oleh pemerintah gitu intinya. Yang mau dianalisis adalah portrayal of women. Bagaimana textbook itu mendefinisikan wanita gitu. If I could recall the memory when I was in elementary school, the portrayal of women tend to be wearing kebaya and jarit and konde. So rarely or even it will never be found women with sports shoes, hijab, or other fancy one. The fanciest one at the time might be the kebaya. So how will it look like? Alright, so let's check how the instrument goes. So construct the woman portrayal and the conceptual definition, because this is woman portrayal in EFL textbook, so you cannot use conceptual definition yang woman portrayal untuk teori gender secara umum. You cannot do that. You must choose the conceptual definition that accommodate how women portrayal in textbook, in educational context. So di sini women portrayal yang benar itu gimana? Yaitu bisa disebut women portrayal apabila promoting gender equality, textbook writers sudah seharusnya introduce more positive gender images. And then they, textbook developer, for instance, could educate the students' mindset by representing successful women who sit as managerial position, women who has power, and women who has opportunity. Jadi nggak cuma punya power, tapi juga punya opportunity. Kayak when women who work hard could also achieve as success as men do. Jadi nggak cuma power, tapi juga opportunity. So di textbook datanya pasti banyak, ada visual atau audiovisual discourse, kemudian ada textual discourse. Ada foto pasti di textbook, pictures. Bedanya foto sama pictures, kalau foto itu photograph, so you take something from the camera. Tapi kalau pictures itu lebih umum dan bisa juga berupa drawing atau comic, animation, cartoon, and then graph, charts, or videos kalau audiovisual ya. And then textual itu include dialogue, karena misalnya ada contoh dialog kan kalau di textbook. And then monologue or encryption. Encryption itu misalnya ada contoh application letter, misalnya tuh ada contoh letter for mother gitu. Nah, setelah ketemu datanya tuh apa sih yang kita cari? It could be these 4 things. So, how does the woman portrayal serve for educational purpose? Bagaimana woman portrayalnya itu dicitrakan untuk educational purpose. Kemudian, how do the image, gimana gambar dan bahasa yang dipakai di textbook itu relatable dan realistic for students. I still remember when I was in junior high school, konteks dialognya itu tentang dinner, tapi menu makanannya waktu itu adalah beef stick. Sangat sulit dibayangkan oleh Indonesian students yang pada saat itu beef happen diolahnya jadi semur atau rawon, bukan beef stick. Oke, kemudian how do gambar dan bahasa build students understanding about gender equality? Gimana gambar dan bahasanya itu menunjukkan bahwa ada gender equality. Kemudian yang keempat, how does woman identity is connected to community identity? Women identity-nya nih dicitrakan gimana? Dulu women itu used to be di dapur, tidak berpendidikan tinggi, bahkan tugasnya tuh sangat domestik gitu. Jadi nggak boleh ada managerial, financial planner aja enggak gitu. Nah, apakah di textbook yang dibuat oleh pemerintah di saat sekarang ini bisa mendefinisikan woman identity yang berbeda atau masih sama? Oke, coba kita lihat. Oke, ini untuk KD 3.2 SMA, yaitu giving congratulation and compliments. Jadi pujian ya. Misalnya di sini digambarkan ada dua perempuan yang menggunakan yang dress up ya. Kemudian komplimennya what a nice dress, and then thank you very much. Kemudian you look gorgeous, pakai baju pengantin. It's very kind of you to say that. Di sini menurut penulis artikelnya ini tidak mengedukasi woman portrayal yang baik. Artinya, kenapa tidak membuat contoh gambar yang menunjukkan bahwa women achieve something, bukan look like something. Misalnya, selamat ya, kamu udah dapet juara for the scientific project misalnya. So, ini lebih ke physical compliments ya. Tapi ada potensi ketika ini enkripsi, contoh application letter perempuan, kemudian my current position managing the local brands of national shoe retailer. So di sini berarti udah menunjukkan bahwa ada woman portrayal itu punya power di sini. Dan dia kemungkinan punya opportunity untuk diterima bekerja di perusahaan internasional kayak gitu. So that's so interesting, right? Tapi memang perlu interpretasi yang sangat detail. Sampel research yang dua bisa berupa advertisement. Misalnya dari cara mereka duduk dengan nonverbal communication. Kemudian how, for example, ya di sini ada giving information about service. Bagaimana cara ini video ya, audio visual, jadi gambar dan suara, kemudian ada teksnya, pasti ada teksnya. So ada smiling gitu misalnya, showing comfortable, no judgmental, kemudian direct gaze, bukan direct look ya, direct gaze between character and staff, nodding, gitu, showing politeness. So again datanya bisa bermacam-macam. Nah, sekarang you can discuss with your group. I would like you to watch two videos. There are two teachers, English teachers. The first one is Arina and Carolina. You can analyze how the women portrayal pakai teori yang sama as a teacher by considering the visual and textual data, karena ini video ya, jadi pasti ada visual dan tekstual. So this only 3 questions you may discuss with your group. So that's all. Good luck.